college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
You need a yard here at third down to keep this opening drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. Powering through. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call. Powers through. That run moves the ball across the 40. The Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he fires the football to the right side. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. The big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the quarterback dropping back. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the option play. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. He hands it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Got pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Parker. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. That picks up a 1st down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. In the clear at the 25. It's a nice gain to move the football up to the 27.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
They'll try the option play here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
And see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. As the RPO caught to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. 7th play of the drive coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. crucial third down play right here. And they'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. The Vols will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to pass this time. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down and goal. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
On this marathon march, now he's set up at third and goal. It's an option look. The tackle there by the defense.
Chris, this sets up a little bit of drama here in this playoff game. Now we've got a fourth and goal. You're down. Chance to be aggressive. Go for it. Put a touchdown on the board. Or do you get a little bit more conservative and just put 3 points up? Big decision here before we get to the half.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline. It's Toppins. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Trying to extend the play. fires it on the move, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Ducks come up for the line in a hurry-up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Ducks come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And we're able to get him down. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And the defense hold up here on third and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The ball is hustled to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Vols pick up enough yardage for a first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Vols.
We see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Using his legs, it's Parker. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert, of course, enough said. We see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Back in motion now. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes the catch. It's Parker. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The back's got it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
Trying to create here on the move. Makes the catch downfield.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. Well, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Pitch to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Warning play called on third and short. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock, they eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Parker. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. The Ducks come to the line and run the hurry up. They're going to run it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Using his legs, it's Parker.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. With the catch, it's Parker. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. The offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-tying touchdown. And now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And now the decision to go for two. Gutsy call by this coach. He wants to win it right here. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And they need the PAT now to even the score heading to halftime. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They can't slow him down. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes our first play of overtime. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Give it to the back again. The Volunteers moving quickly down the field here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. We'll try to run it with the option. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's time they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker who's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
So here comes the field goal unit out there trying to claim the lead here in OT. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And with that, they retake the lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. Got the 1st down, now looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Ducks are in the red zone. Gives it to the back. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. An inside give now from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So a crucial 3rd down. Can the defense make a stop and force a field goal attempt? They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So it all comes down to this. They pass on the field goal and go for it on 4th and short. This is the ball game. And now the defense will spend a timeout to talk strategy here before this crucial play coming up. So it all comes down to this. They pass on the field goal and go for it on 4th and short. This is the ball game. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. So now it's 1st down and goal. A great chance to win the game right here. As a design quarterback keeper. And when he play gets stopped, they're going to mark him right at the 1. The Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Direct snap to the back. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You